Fueled by Deathcast.
Let's talk about the inception of grown-ass women.
I know Mickie was talking to this with Alicia Fox, and then years of she even has the date, the calendar where she was writing ideas for GAW.
I have to attribute it with Foxy because we did it together, I think, and she'll go, "No, that was your idea," but we did it together. It was one of those things of we throw around like, I'm a grown ass man, I'm a grown ass woman, or whatever. And at this point, on a business level for wrestling, they had just come out with the tag team women's championships. They had just brought those back, right? So we were like, and we always travel together. We always ended up on the tag teams together anyway. So we just started indirectly just calling ourselves the grown ass woman, Team GAW. But it was really one of those things that we were trying to define. Okay, so in this business, we've gone from kids, like children, growing up in this business, and it's a whole new perspective of when we look at it from when we first started and what our like goals and our ambitions were then compared to what they are now, and what it took to get to those points of like what those transition moments, and all that, and like what it takes to be a grown ass woman.
When we would have conversations, right? That's what we talk about on our conversations. This should be a show because, people would never believe us. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And it's just more, it's not just about wrestling. Of course, we're going to talk about wrestling. It's unavoidable. And we all love it. That's where we all came from and our friendship started. But it's about grown-ass women.
I met both of them in Impact Wrestling. So I, of course, had watched them for years on WWE. And I was a fan of both of theirs. And I, instantly we became friends because if you talk to them for more than like a second, you can just tell. Like they just have such personalities. They're so fun. They're super, super witty. And they're quick with the one-liners. And we're all similar in that way. But what's cool about grown-ass women is that we're all sort of at different places in our lives. So, I'm 34. I've, now moved to London, somewhat newly married. And, Mickie's the only mom in the group. So she has that insight, her being a mom, and she's in a country music environment, and she's, pursuing that career as well as still being in wrestling. And then Lisa's retired from wrestling, getting back into the restaurant business. And we talked to her about a lot of different things, whether it's her restaurant business or her days in the fitness world. And these women are so accomplished, but they still are go-getters. They're still on, doing a lot of different projects, and we're always hustling, as we call it. We're hustlers. And we thought, why not, just have like a slumber party that everyone can watch every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
All three of you do so many interesting and funny things on your social media. So you're giving us little insights into that. Are you going to continue? Also, I had to ask, you did a signature cocktail and you talked all about that. Are you going to continue to do those types of things as well?
Yes, we are. We actually have a bartender.
Excellent.
Now.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
almost like the Housewives. You remember when the Housewives had that the bartender behind?
Yeah.
But we'll have a little extra piece of how to make the quarantini, or make something, a drink. So we'll have a recipe a week.
And, invite all of our fans and friends to come see us and submit their questions. Because when we started this, we both, Mickie and I were talking about it first, and of course we get Lisa involved. And we were saying we have to make this very engaging and fun, first of all, and lighthearted. And we want to make it fan-centric. We want the fans to know that they are going to be part of the show too. We want them to submit video questions, and we do these photo challenges that they take part in as well. And then we put it on the show. And so we wanted to kind of give back to them in that way. Plus we wanted to really appeal to our female audience, because at the end of the day, we're all girls. It's obvious from me because I'm the one who's, more of the fashion type of chick. But Mickie and Lisa are seen as these badass wrestlers. But at the end of the day, they're just drinking wine in their pajamas like me. And they have their own, thoughts about career goals and relationships and all these different things. So we didn't want the show to be about wrestling. We wanted it to, of course, have fun stories from our wrestling past. We're going to have some of our wrestling friends on it. But it's really just a place for us to kind of chat and be silly. And Lisa was in a dinosaur outfit for the first episode. It's just one of those wacky shows that you never know what we're going to do, what we're going to say. And it's just, I can't believe this is part of my job now, is to be on this show and get to chat with these girls and actually make people smile, especially in a time like this.
What's the future of GAW TV? Because as we're recording this, you guys have just put out episode 3. So it's you guys are in the baby stages of this.
I'm just going to put this out there that I think that we are going to have getaways and camps and seminars and books and movies. And It's going to be gorgeous, darling.
it's just Val, Lisa, and Mickie just hanging out, and it's so cool that we can chat with the fans as well during every time it comes out on YouTube. When it goes live, we're there in the chat room with you, and we're literally just cracking up at what the fans' reactions to us cracking up on the show. And it's so much nonsense. Mickie coined the term that it's very important nonsense. And it is all very important to us, but it's all fluff and it's silly and it's just us at our giggliest, I suppose.